Hi guys, welcome to Hoarding Rocks. Today we are going to be cutting some California agates. Let's go see what I got for you today. But first, remember to hit the like and subscribe. And you have to watch the whole video because you just never know what are we gonna get. Here are the rocks that I got for you today. Let's take a quick look. This one gives me a little bit of a quartzy vibe, but you can see there is some green. You can see there is chalcedony. I wonder, is that gonna be a nice moss agate? Look at the seam agate that has nice plumes in that. Probably gonna be really pretty slabbed. This one doesn't have much windows, but you can tell it's an agate. I suspect there will be some water level bands, or will there? We'll see. This looks like a moss. And this, well, I don't know. Looks like might be a seam agate. And this is there's some quartz in here. There's some chalcedony, some quartz, so we'll see if this is gonna have any bands. This one is very interesting. I'm gonna try to cut it the long ways, but I'm wondering how pretty or not pretty that's gonna be. This chunk of chalcedony looks like might have some agate on the inside, but from the outside, just ugly nodule. And here is another ugly nodule. No windows. No windows. Is this a rock? Is this a pretty one? Let's get cutting. Here is this plumy one. It unfortunately was pretty fractured and fell apart on me. We are gonna go ahead and take a look. Wow, look at this. Yeah, there's definitely a nasty fracture going through it, but it is still so pretty. Look at that. Wow. I wish there was no fractures. Well, that was the first one. And this nodule that didn't have much to show, well, it also couldn't keep it together. So let's start with a break point. Oh, bummer. We missed something. Let's see. Interesting. Alright, so how does a cut look like? Ta-da! Oh yeah, look at the water level bands. Well, that's nice. I wish they were a little more pronounced. But it is pretty cute. They almost look like snowflakes in there. Look at that. And of course there is a fracture. What are you gonna do without those fractures? Well, maybe, just maybe, I'll take a couple more slabs, but look at those little speckles in there on top of the water level bands. That is a kinda cute. Alright, I'm not gonna complain. 2 for 2. Got all crumbled, but at least they're pretty. So I promised that I'm gonna cut this one vertically, but it was way too big for my soul. Why I picked that up? is because of those details over here. Like, it's obviously super crumbly, but it just looks so interesting. So what I did is I cut the little tail off so then I can slab it vertically and not have a huge mess. Let's go ahead and check this out. We're gonna start with this side. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, it's like a layered cake. How cool is this? Oh my gosh, guys, check it out. There is some calcini, but it actually was a pretty easy cut. It's like so conglomerate. Okay, let's look at those little parts separately here. Look at the detail here. Like, it's just so unreal. I love it. Like, yeah, you cannot make much out of it, but it is just a really pretty looking rock. This one has just a little calcini over here, and everything else, I don't know if it's a rhyolite, but I love brachiated stuff like this. If you watch my video, you know those things get me super excited. All right, let's look at this side a little closer. Look at this, it's so cute. And there is like a little bending over here on the bottom. And there is like this, oh my gosh, it seriously looks like a candy. All right. Let me rinse it off. All right, so what I was hoping that this part right here will go on the inside, and it kind of didn't, but it does have somewhat of a fun little plumey look to it. I think it is super fun. And here is the other side. Yeah, that is an interesting rock. While it's not exactly an agate, well, there is a little bit of white bending going on in here, but I just really love how fun and full of like stuff it is. It's absolutely incredible. All right, I'd say I love it. You can't really make anything out of it. It's super fractured, and it's probably all different densities in there. But I think it is absolutely stunning. What do you guys think? Comment. And we have this little nodule. You can see there is a little potential in here for maybe water level bending, or is it? Let's check it out. Oh, it is absolutely stunning, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at those beautiful water level bands. Wow, it is a good one. Look at this. Wow, it's like some kind of a magic landscape, like Aurora Borealis or something. Ooh, it is definitely my favorite one from this rock garden session. Wow, it's so pretty. Oh yeah, this one is getting polished, like literally, and displayed just like that. Look how like the saw width makes such a difference in cut, and there is like a little bit of quartz in here. Wow, this one is absolutely magic. I love it. I can't just stop staring at it, and the contrast is so beautiful. Oh, that one's gonna be hard to beat. Let's go to the next one. Well, this one I kind of expected to be very quartzy, and I am pretty sure I was right because it cut so easy. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and look. Oh, Ooh. Well, it is some kind of an agate. Interesting. I wish this brown stuff wasn't there. There's some quartz, but it's definitely some banding. It's not outstanding, but there is definitely some banding over here. There's banding all around. But this brown stuff just makes it look so ill. See, like, it has a potential of being pretty, but it kind of didn't live up to it. But we kind of knew it was going to happen because of all this, like, inserts in there. But it's still very interesting. It cut so easy, so easy. However, you can definitely see the bands. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just the brown stuff makes it look kind of iffy. Okay, let's go on to the next one. And we got another one of those. I think this one's probably going to be somewhat similar to the last one. You can definitely see there is a little bit of bending potential, but is there? Let's go ahead and take a look. Uh-oh. Oh, well, that's a kind of mossy, but like not the type of mossy that you would want. It's kind of mossy, ugly mossy. It's interesting, but is definitely kind of brown. That brown looks kind of crappy. This part is interesting, right? But this is like a close-up. I am definitely not going to be doing much with that. Yeah, this one is kind of muddy, so I think it's, we're going to call that a dud. Alright, next one. Here is our next one. You can definitely see it looks kind of mossy, right? So, is that a chart? Is this an agate? Not sure. Let's look. Ooh. Now that is actually really interesting. It has a little bit of green in it. It has a little bit of red in it. It's not like stunningly beautiful, but it's just interesting. I would probably call that a moss. Like, I think this one could be a cool tumbling piece, right? Just tumble it and see what it has to offer. Definitely moss, but it's just the contrast is not exactly there. It's okay. I sort of like it. I think it's interesting, but I don't think it's stunning. Let's see if we have a stunning one somewhere in there. Okay, so we have this big nodule. It is not translucent, so I was just hoping. But you know what, guys? I'll be honest. When I was cutting it, it cut like butter. So I think it's kind of quartz. Yeah, it is mostly quartz and not exactly a pretty one. Oh well, you know, it sometimes it fools you. But it's gonna make a cute little yard rock. Maybe I should toss it in the ocean and somebody will find it and be like, whoa. Oh, yeah, there is like a little bit of bending over here, but that's about it. All right, let's go to our last one. And here is our last one. Well, I want to say I have a lot of hope for it. But you know what, guys? It did cut pretty easy. So this little mossiness and stuff that has a little bit of a green tint to it. Let's just open it. Yeah, it is just a kind of smokish, greenish, quartzy, mossy thing. It's really pretty. It's absolutely beautiful actually, but it did not deliver for best for last. But you know what? You cannot always win. Still pretty, it's just not outstanding. So I say that this guy was probably the best one for today. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.